Our body is also our subconscious mind. So we store these feelings in our body. The most surface level, it appears that actions that we take influences our lives. In fact, the ancient yogis call the illusionary world Maya, and the entire journey of yoga is centered around piercing the veil of Maya. When you wake up and you've made that decision to go to the gym, something happens that prevents you from going into the gym. That actions equal results. Well, if that is the case, why do so many people struggle to be healthy and fit? If you've been overweight your whole life, this has likely become a deep identity and almost gives you comfort to feel overweight. Aanant here. Since the dawn of time, ancient sages have always known that there is more to the world than what meets the eye. In fact, the ancient yogis call the illusionary world Maya, and the entire journey of yoga is centered around piercing the veil of Maya. Even the Bible, there's a saying, so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. What causes our individual layer of reality to appear one way or another? Are we really in control of our destinies? Now, the most surface level, it appears that actions that we take influences our lives. For example, if you want to get into shape, you simply take action of working out, eating healthy, amongst other things. And soon you'll get into shape, right? So we can deduce that actions equal results. Well, if that is the case, why do so many people struggle to be healthy and fit? To work out consistently and eat healthy, even they know what to do. Clearly, there is something unseen that is influencing their actions. So, what is unseen? I encourage you to investigate and to find out what happens prior to taking action that prevents you from taking the action. That you know you need to take the right action at the moment, but when you wake up and you've made that decision to go to the gym, something happens that prevents you from going into the gym. Call this thing that happens doubt or self-sabotage, but clearly there is a thought that arises that says, what's the point? Or it's just too hard, or there's not just enough reward in the effort that I'm going to put in. Now, this thought influences the action that you take, which in turn influences the reality you experience, in which you've made no progress on your health and you stay the same. So we can say that thought equals actions equals reality, right? Hold on. What influences the thought that arose? Why did that thought come up in the first place? This is where it gets interesting, because once you understand this, reality will never be the same again. So pay close attention. The thought that we think arises due to the beliefs that we hold to be true. The beliefs are formed by the unity of thought and feeling. For example, can you recall a very distant past memory? Maybe you can think of exactly what happened, but you can remember how that event made you feel. Typically, the memories we store are the ones that are very, very intense feeling tied to them. Like getting bullied as a child, or feeling intense anger, curiosity, or even joy. See, these are the languages of the heart, and we store these feelings within our body. Our body is also our subconscious mind. So we store these feelings in our body. Now, these feelings combined with a thought create a unique flavor within our psyche. If you've been used to thinking of yourself as overweight or fat and find yourself out of shape, you're likely to have felt the same associated feelings of unworthiness or even shame. The combination of thought being fat and feeling of unworthiness together creates a belief of being a fat. You see how this works? So now I truly believe that I am fat, so therefore there is no point exercising because I will never lose weight. I will always hold on to the fat no matter what. Now you can see that the belief leads to thought arising, which then leads to action, and then you take, which in turn creates the reality experience. Now, does this make sense so far? Because if it does, then it will blow your mind. Here's the code that will explain very next part very, very well. We question all our beliefs except the ones that we truly believe in, and those we never think to question. So, what influences beliefs? When a belief becomes so ingrained within a psyche from years of conditioning, feeling this way, we become accustomed to operating from them. This belief has become a deep conviction and identity. As such, questioning this identity will almost lead to ego death. If you've been overweight your whole life, this has likely become a deep identity and almost gives you comfort to feel overweight. Probably not what you think you wanted to hear, but it is the truth. You view yourself as overweight person, and that's just the way life has always been and always will be. It's like when you put on a new t-shirt, at first you can feel that you're wearing a t-shirt, but after a while, towards the end of the day, this t-shirt has become so comfortable. You're not even aware of it. It has just become a part of you. This identity that we form, we will never question because we are not even aware that we are operating from it. So we have the core, most operational layer of reality. Understand that identity leads to the beliefs that we hold to be true, which leads to the thoughts that we think, which in turn leads to the actions that we take, and finally, that leads to the reality that we are experiencing. Here's what's very curious throughout history. There have been very few who have been able to take a step back and detach from the unconsciously crafted identity, to consciously choose a new one. Once they shifted their identity, their world was never the same again. If you watch this video in full and actually follow these steps, congratulations. 99% of the people never get results because they never commit and never follow steps. If you want to speed up your results this year by working closer together with me in a Billionaire Belief Work program to get results like never before, here's my invitation to you to apply to see if it would be a good fit. Thank you for watching.